I'm at Dave & Buster's, and today we're gonna see if we can win a meal. They have this thing called Taste for Tickets, which lets you turn your tickets that you win from games into food. And we're gonna try to get a complete 3-course meal with an appetizer, an entree, and a dessert. And we're gonna have to win lots of jackpots to make this happen. So make sure you smash the like and subscribe button to give me good luck. We're kicking this challenge off with Crossy Road, probably one of my favorite games in the arcade. You guys have probably played the mobile game back in the day, and this version's a little bit different because you can only move forward, no left or right. And the only way to move left or right is you have to have something blocking your path, and then you'll go around it either to the left or right randomly, or you can use these floating logs, which you'll use to position yourself back in the middle, which is where you want to be so you don't get blindsided by something coming at you from the sides of the screen. The current high score is 130 points, which is nothing to a professional gamer of my caliber.
Oh, no way! No way, are we saving this?
I am sorry for that really terrible audio quality during that clip. I wanted to show off that super clutch moment with my live reaction, and I got this little noise canceling microphone that clips to your shirt, but the audio quality was just not that great. Hopefully it doesn't sound too bad after I do some editing, but yeah, that's probably why I'm going to be voicing over this video mostly. But we did end up getting the jackpot and a grand total of 440 tickets, which is a great start to our challenge. I decided to play some of the Disney Crossy Road as well. I don't normally play this one because I just don't like it very much, but I do want to show off a variety of games in this video. The Disney version is different because it gets progressively harder the longer that you play, and you only get points for every few jumps, unlike Crossy Road, which is much more generous with the tickets. If you're gonna play this one, I do recommend using the Mickey Mouse and Friends mode. That way it more closely resembles the regular Crossy Road, so you're on familiar territory and it's a lot easier to get the high score. As I said, I just don't really play this one that often. Frankly, if I'm gonna play a Crossy Road, I'm gonna play the OG one. So we got just under 200 tickets on those 3 games. Now the other mobile game turned arcade game that I like is Floppy Tickets. Y'all remember Flappy Bird? That game that went viral for like a month and then the guy cashed out before Nintendo could sue him for using the warp pipes? Yeah, it lives on here at Dave & Buster's under the name Floppy Tickets. And I'll be honest, I kind of have some skill issues with this game. I just kind of suck at this one, so I don't play it often. However, the score to beat here is 80, which is the lowest possible score. That means that this game is ready to pay out a jackpot, which is why we're getting so many of these candy cane looking pipes, which are worth more points. So with a score this low, even I can manage. We ended up getting the jackpot plus a score of 98, giving us a total of 348 tickets. Those jackpots are small fish though. What we really want is a big boy jackpot, and we're gonna get it on Tippin' Blocks. This game is very simple. You get a platform and you gotta stack the blocks as they fall. Stack 9 blocks and you win 1,000 tickets. Now the thing most people don't know about arcade games though is there's more to it behind the scenes. A lot of people will say that arcade games are rigged, and they're kinda right. It is always possible to win most games. However, how a lot of these games work is they're going to be difficult to win until they've earned enough money through the people playing and losing. And then after it hits a certain amount of plays, it'll become easier, also known as ready to pay out. And this game has a pretty easy trick that lets you know if it's ready to pay out or not. You want to simply pay attention till after the first 3 blocks drop. If they pause for a second or two before dropping, that means the machine is ready to pay out and it's on easy mode. If the blocks drop immediately, then it's on the harder difficulty, so you should wait for a little bit and come back to it later. This machine luckily was on the easy mode, so we're able to stack them up and win an easy 1,000 tickets. Well, I mean easy for me because I'm an epic gamer. This game does take a little bit of practice even if it's ready to pay out. But it's definitely a game worth learning because 1,000 tickets for about 3 credits is very good. And with that big boy jackpot, we've earned enough tickets to get our appetizer, and I went with the cheesy stick stack, which is like an Olive Garden style mozzarella rectangles instead of like a stick. You can't go wrong with these, and they were super crispy, which is exactly how I like cheese sticks. Now that I got some food in me, I decided to check out Zombie Snatcher. You got a bunch of hockey pucks spinning in the machine, and you gotta hit the button and make this arm move, and try to time it so that you'll push the pucks into your hole. This game is very high risk, high reward though, because if you miss, you really aren't earning any tickets. I think you get like 2 pity tickets, but that's nothing. However, if you win, they have some really high value pucks in there. We got the 500 ticket puck in there, which is the highest value that you'll see. I usually play this game if I see the 500 in there. The next best one that you can get is the bonus letter. That'll give you 300 tickets as well as get you closer to the mega jackpot. Each bonus letter puck will light up one of these letters on the machine, and whoever gets the last letter wins the big bonus. The thing is, there's usually only one of these pucks in play. To get them back, you'll have to win some more pucks, and eventually once the machine has gotten enough pucks back, it'll spit them back out. So playing this game by yourself, starting from the first letter, you're gonna have to sink a lot of credits into the game. This game is best played when there's multiple people playing it at the same time. Up to 5 people can play the same machine, so that's usually when I'll play it if I see a crowd starting to form around it. But I did want to play it a little bit more for this video to show off all the way the game works, and I even got a 2-for-1 special because I am just that epic of a gamer. This next game was a new one for me. It's called Emoji Blitz. There's a lot going on with this game. It took me a minute to figure it all out, and I'm not even convinced I've seen everything the game has to offer here. You press a button to make your emoji go down the track, and you want to time it so you hit the other rotating emojis for tickets. There's also a screen to the left, and if you get 4 of each emoji, it'll start a mini game where you gotta hit faster moving targets to win even more tickets. On top of that screen, there's a level up system, and you can move that bar by hitting the level up emoji, which gives you one of these little foam emoji balls, which I guess is kind of cool. Probably more fun for the little kids out there, but I don't really know if I have a use for these. But this game has so many bells and whistles. I'm not even done. There's another mini game if you hit this little car that sometimes randomly spawns. And then it spawns another mini game where you have to hit all the cars, and each one of those gives you tickets. The cool thing is, like Zombie Snatcher, this game does support multiple players, so if one person gets the mini game, everybody playing gets to play it. So I could see this being a very fun game to play in a group. And like I said, I don't even know how many mini games are in this game because I got another one with these llamas, which I just couldn't get the timing down on that one. But what I hated about this game is how it kept teasing me with these diamonds right as I run out of time. So I'll swipe again, and then as soon as they get close, they disappear. That happened so many times, I absolutely got scammed. But this game was still pretty fun. I might play it again and maybe try collecting all the little emoji balls just for funsies. I don't know, what do you guys think? Do you guys think this is a heart or a poop emoji? Let me know down in the comments. Speaking of straight up scams, let me show you the biggest scam you will find at Dave & Buster's, the SpongeBob Coin Pusher. I will never play this game, but somebody did leave 11 credits in the machine, and I did want to talk about it on this video. The reason why I hate this game is because of how deceptive it is. The goal is to push these cards off and win them, and if you collect all of them, you'll get a big mega jackpot. And if you look at this machine here, you see a big pile of cards, and you might think this is a good time to play. But I put 5 swipes in the game, which gives you the most amount of plays. 85 plays in total, including the 11 bonus plays that somebody left behind. And after all of that, 1 card fell in total, and I barely got any tickets either. And this game is pricey. It will absolutely devour your credits. So remember, just say no to the SpongeBob Coin Pusher. If you want to play a good coin pusher, look for the Spider-Man one. This is my favorite coin pusher in any arcade right now. You shoot the coins out of the hand in the middle, and you want to land them inside these 3 colored triangles. Once you light up all 3, a small blue marble will be dispensed into the field, and you'll progress on the path in the middle. If you push a red ball off, you'll get to play the Big Ball Game! And you'll either win some bonus tickets or a chance to play for the mega bonus depending on where the red ball lands. I tried to figure out the timing for this, but I just couldn't get it. It really does feel random. I'm not even sure if you can time it, honestly. The absolute best part about this game though is when you progress all the way to the rapid auto shot. That's when you get to just mash the button and spam fire tokens, which is so satisfying. Like, that is exactly what we want to do in every coin pusher that we play, but that would probably cost you a second mortgage because coin pushers cost so many credits. But if you do 5 swipes on this one and you have good timing, you're very likely going to get that bonus at least once, which is pretty awesome. It's very satisfying and so fun to do. I ended up playing this game for a bit, and I even got the chance to play for the mega bonus. I unfortunately did not win it though, but it was so cool just to even have that chance. This coin pusher is honestly like the best one. You earn some good tickets, you have a lot of bells and whistles, and you get to just rapid fire coins. It's so satisfying. You get tickets. It is a little pricey. Like I said, coin pushers tend to be on the more expensive side of the games, but if you're gonna play one, make sure it's the Spider-Man one. The next game is one of my favorite new types of arcade games, which is the Ticket Coaster. This one's a Marvel themed one. I think I've seen a SpongeBob themed one too, and there might be some other ones, but the goal is to press a button which will release a ball that rolls down a track, and you want to land that ball in the cars, and you win that many tickets based on which one that you landed in. It also causes that character to light up in the middle, and if you light them all up, you'll win the big bonus, which starts at 500 tickets here at Dave & Buster's, but the more people play, the more that goes up. And it's all skill based too, there's no payout gimmick here, which means that you can hit this jackpot multiple times in a row if you're good enough. I like to use the cars when they're coming around the corner as my reference for the timing, because not only do you get a visual cue, but you get an audio cue as well, since they make a very loud clicking noise when they make the turn. Now each machine is going to be a little bit different in timing, since there's a lot of factors that can affect a game like this, such as wear and tear on the machine, or maybe the machines have some delay when you press the button, or maybe the cars are moving at a different speed, maybe there's some gunk in the tracks that's causing it to move a bit slower. And there's a lot of things that can make the timing just a little bit different, so it's hard to say exactly when you should press the button for your local arcade, but just play it around a couple times and you'll find the sweet spot. And once you get that timing down for your specific machine, you'll be hitting multiple jackpots. I like to keep an eye on this game. The best time to play it is when somebody gets the small and easy cars, so you only have to get the big ones. Sometimes I'll even win the jackpot and then light up one or two other characters just to encourage other players to play it some more and build up that jackpot. After hitting that jackpot a few times, I had enough tickets for my entree, and you know I had to go with the cheeseburger and fries like a true American. Also, don't come after me in the comments because I like my burgers plain, alright? I like what I like, I'm sorry. After my burger, I decided to play some milk jug toss, and of course I landed my very first shot like a gamer god, but then I whiffed the next four because, you know, I'm either really good or I'm really bad. There is no in between for me. The trick I like to use with this game is throwing the ball at the corner and putting a little spin on it so that it'll bounce, hit the backboard, and then land in the jug. However, today I just didn't really have it and I was missing all my throws. It probably doesn't help that I've also haven't played this game in years. Actually, I think the last time I played this game was way back in 2019 when I made my last arcade video where I won an Xbox One X. So if you're newer to my channel and you want to see me actually win this game, check out that video when you're done with this one. I would have kept trying for a better play, but the stupid balls got stuck and I didn't want to wait for a game attendant to come and unclog the machine. So I just moved on to the next game. And if you're an OG, you absolutely know this one. Cyclone is an arcade staple. I don't think I've ever been to an arcade that doesn't have some form of this game. The goal is so simple. All you gotta do is stop the light on the bonus and win. It's all about the timing, and the way to tell if these are ready to pay out is to look at the bonus score. Anything above 400 I think is good. Every time somebody plays this game, a few points get added to the bonus. I don't know what exactly the number is that makes the game on payout mode, but that's what I look for. 500 is the maximum bonus, so if you ever see one that's 500, you know that's ready to pay out. And it took me some tries, but I was able to hit this bonus at 498. And the really nice thing is this game is one of the cheapest games at Dave & Buster's, only 1.6 credits. So if you can snipe a 500 ticket jackpot for that, that's incredibly good. After hitting that jackpot, that burger was ready to exit my body, if you catch my drift. But as I was going to the bathroom, I noticed somebody took my bait on the ticket coaster, and there was only 2 more to light up, and I just had to get that quick jackpot. But I really had to use the bathroom, and I just could not get the timing on that last car until I eventually did, and I got myself a quick 546 tickets just in the nick of time. The next game I played was Whack and Win. You have to whack this button with the hammer with just enough force to make it to the top. Not too hard, not too soft, just right. I like to use the weight of the hammer normally and just drop it from different heights to try to get a more consistent hit, but they have this hammer on such a short leash so I couldn't really do my normal strategy. But there's a reason why my name is Epic Dusk, because I am the most epic gamer and I got another 1,000 ticket jackpot. A game that I really like is the Jelly Labs coin game. You have to time the coin drop to land on that win a card space, and then you'll get a jelly card. These used to be minions, which is why they're yelling in the background. I don't know if maybe the license expired or something. I don't know why they did a rebrand. There are still minions on the game's cabinet, but I think I'm pretty solid at getting these cards. Normally I don't play it every time that I go because like all coin pushers, they're a little bit pricey. but I actually do have a small collection of the cards from previous plays, and the card that you want to look out for is the Peanut Butter and Jelly Jar. That's the only one that I'm missing, and that's because it's the most rare one. Every game with a card mechanic like this, where you have to collect a bunch of cards and turn them in for a big bonus, they usually have one card that's the rare one. So knowing what card that is useful, so you'll be able to spot it if you see it in the machine. Just don't do it on the SpongeBob Coin Pusher, because the rare card was in that pile earlier. Remember, friends don't let friends play the SpongeBob Coin Pusher. Another tip is if your Dave & Buster's has these old school coin pushers, check to see if there's any unclaimed tickets. I actually got almost 200 tickets here because somebody left behind unclaimed tickets. This usually happens either when a technician services the game, or maybe somebody played the game with tokens from a different machine, they never swiped their card, or maybe they were done, they walked away, and then later those tokens just fell on their own later. Well, whatever the case, make sure you keep an eye out because these are literally just free tickets up for grabs. And that's probably the only way you'll ever profit off a coin pusher is by sniping these. Next, we're going to play some Monopoly Arcade. And you know I gotta go with the Battleship. Comment below, what's your go-to Monopoly piece when you play this game? I think you can tell a lot about a person by what they use in Monopoly. If you're using the thimble, I don't want to know you. Thimble users cannot be trusted. And y'all, I got robbed on this game because I actually landed on the bonus spin, which I've never done before, and I landed on the multiplier, which was very lucky. That means anything I earn in this game would be multiplied. I've literally never hit this, and I wanted to continue my game after it was over to keep the multiplier going, but the freaking game just ended, even though I hit continue. I was so salty about this, but I was clearly having a lucky streak, so I wanted to let it ride for another game, and I got some really good rolls. With this game, you always want to play it 3 times, which is the maximum amount you can keep continuing. The reason why is all of your hotels that you collect from landing on the properties, or any multipliers that you win, or any railroads that you landed on, you get to keep those for your next gameplays. So your second and third game will usually be better since you already built up the board a little bit. So unless you had absolute unluckiest first game, I always suggest playing it 3 times. To end the day, I decided I want to just stick to some games that I know that I can win. So I got the Ticket Coaster jackpot a few more times, then I got a really good high score on Crossy Road, and after some more epic gaming, I finally had enough tickets for dessert. Normally you can only get the s'mores cheesecake or the strawberry shortcake. They didn't have the one that I wanted, so they let me do the cereal cake instead. And this thing was really good. I did not know I wanted a cake made of cereal until today. I mean, look at this thing. It even looks like a cereal bowl. They got the vanilla cream sauce that looks like milk. They got the Fruit Loops, and even the plate they serve it on is like a bowl. This thing was really good, and I definitely get this again. And with that, Epic Gamers, we have officially completed our challenge and got a full course meal only using our tickets. I wanted to know if I actually made a profit here, so I looked up the prices of everything that I got. The cheesy sticks was $11.49, the burger was $15.49, and the cereal cake was $12.99, so that totals $39.97. I ended up putting 50 bucks on my card today, and I did use up all my credits. I do have some leftover tickets, which I'm banking for a bigger prize. And considering that they're doing a special right now, where if you use their app, you can get all of your food half off, I definitely did not profit here. But I got to play a bunch of arcade games and make this video, so maybe the real profit is the games we play along the way. I think maybe if I stuck to only playing games that I know I can get maximum tickets like I normally do, and they weren't doing this half off promotion, I probably could get food for a little cheaper and actually come out ahead. Maybe that'll be a future video. I really hope you guys enjoyed this one though. I always loved watching arcade YouTubers growing up, and I'm so surprised that so many of them are still on the platform and they're still making arcade videos to this day. And these types of videos are so much fun to do. You know, who knows, maybe one day I'll get so good at it that I want to make an arcade channel and join the ranks of these legendary OG YouTubers. But I really got to figure out how to actually record the inside of an arcade and have good audio quality, so I can do more live reactions and gameplay. If any arcade YouTubers happen to be watching this, please let me know, how do y'all get your videos to sound so clean in these noisy arcades? And if you watching enjoyed this video, make sure you leave a like and a comment to feed the YouTube algorithm and help push this video out to more people. If this video does well, I might do some more arcade videos just like this sometime soon. Thank you all so much for watching, and until next time, stay epic, gamers.